Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this busy Friday. We're going to begin with breaking news. President Biden's plan to give COVID booster shots to most Americans just hit a snag just 3 days before the planned rollout. An FDA advisory panel recommended against a third dose of the Pfizer shot for younger Americans. And adding to the confusion, that same panel says those 65 and older and high-risk Americans should get another shot. So to be clear, these recommendations are just for the Pfizer vaccine. Boosters for the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines will be discussed later. Well, tonight, some are questioning if the president got ahead of the science in pushing for boosters. It comes as many hospitals continue to fill up with unvaccinated COVID patients. Nearly 70 million eligible Americans haven't gotten a shot. And there is a lot of new reporting to get to. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti is going to lead us off from Los Angeles. Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening, Nora. The advisory committee said there was not enough data to support giving boosters to people as young as 16. The vaccines, they say, are working for now, but they did recommend the third shot for the most vulnerable, saying the benefits here outweigh the risks.
In terms of the risks,
after a day of intense debate, an FDA advisory committee voted 16-2 against recommending approval to begin administering Pfizer's booster shot to those 16 and older.
I don't think a booster dose is going to significantly contribute to controlling the pandemic.
But the panel did unanimously recommend boosters for people 65 and older, frontline workers, and those at risk of severe COVID.
The science on this is pretty clear to me that vulnerable people who are older, chronic disease, immunocompromised, those people need a third shot.
Up next, the FDA will review the committee's recommendations. Then the CDC will have the final say. But today's recommendation upends the Biden administration's plan to roll out boosters on Monday.
Do you think that the White House's messaging here has added to the confusion surrounding boosters?
Explaining why and how most vaccines we give are at least 3 doses, and this will follow the same pattern, and that could have better set expectations.
Government officials and medical experts presented in-depth data to the committee, including findings out of Israel indicating boosters are effective in reducing risk of severe illness in high-risk age groups. However, members felt there wasn't enough evidence to support boosters for younger people.
Do you worry that this debate over boosters is going to scare off those who are on the fence about getting vaccines in the first place?
It absolutely will.
Medical experts say their primary fear now is this heated, ongoing booster debate will have lasting consequences.
I mean, I think the lack of clear messaging is certainly going to confuse people, and it's going to make it harder for some people to get that third shot if they need it, or maybe even some people their first shot.
Dr. Jha, if a booster was offered to you in the next coming weeks, would you take it?
No, I'm 50 years old. I'm relatively healthy, thank goodness. I would not take it right now, but my elderly parents, absolutely.
And the FDA will make a decision on boosters early next week. The agency is not required to follow the advice of the committee, but Nora, oftentimes they do.
All right, Jonathan Vigliotti, thanks so much.